Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone, wherever you are, and welcome to the final session of WF23 webinar series. It's truly inspiring to see such a diverse and engaged group of individuals coming together today to explore one of the most promising solutions in sustainable waste management, biochar. So, for those of you who have been with us since the start of this series, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for your commitment to learning and action. So, over the past few weeks, we have dived into critical topics like BSFL, plastics recycling and upcycling, and biochar production that we'll talk today. And last week, we talked about policy and collaborations. So, without further ado, Jesse, please take the floor.
Thank you, Sidor. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Are there anybody from the Philippines or in Southeast Asia? Uh, it's 2 a.m. here in the Philippines. I'm Jesse Mazon, your today's speaker for Biochar. And today, we'll be talking about the introduction to, I mean, about biochar, its applications, production, and the exciting market opportunities it presents. So let's get right into it. Next slides, please. What is biochar? Um, if you're familiar with charcoal making, it's similar to biochar. So by definition, biochar is stable carbon-rich material produced through the pyrolysis of biomass. Uh, Pyrolysis means heating of the organic material in low oxygen in environment. So if some of you are in the technical, it is considered a rich mixture, which means less air but more fuel. And biomass, also by definition, is any organic material from living or recently living organisms that can be used as fuel. This includes trees, agricultural crops like corn, sugarcane, rice husk, coconut shell and husk, algae, landfill waste, animal waste, human waste, garden waste, hemp, and many more. But since we are sustainability advocates, we will deal with organic waste. Now, since I mentioned charcoal production, let's compare the production of biochar as opposed to charcoal making. Both involve pyrolysis, but the key difference lies in the intent and the conditions. Biochar intent is primarily uh, to improve the uh, health of the soil. Um, in comparison to charcoal, which is primarily intended for fuel for cooking. And also, um, charcoal are made at higher temperatures, while uh, biochar are made at moderate temperatures. Next slide, please. The key roles of biochar in waste management are primarily for waste reduction. Uh, this is to lessen the waste piling up in our landfills. And second, its environmental impact, uh, to improve the health conditions of the soil. And third is for circular economy. Um, this is also to reduce the use of linear product. Linear product means the material cannot be recycled, whereas in circular economy, uh, it can be recycled, upcycled in a closed loop, promoting sustainable practices. Next slide, please. Biochar offers several benefits for soil health. Uh, Number one, soil fertility. Biochar acts as a sponge, increasing soil's ability to retain nutrients and making them more accessible to plants, boosting their growth and yield, reducing the need for synthetic fertilizers, which are available in the market. Second, improve water retention. Its porous structure improves water retention, which is also useful, especially in dry seasons. A common example is garden plants. I mean, common because this is what we regularly see in our neighbors, in your house. Uh, you can notice that some plants, when uh, used with biochar, requires less water, and often you can see charcoal or biochar used. Now, on the third, biochar improves soil structure by increasing porosity, aeration, enhancing root growth, and overall plant health. Biochar increases porosity. Uh, uh, if you can notice, uh, plants have trouble with growth in a compact soil structure. Fourth, um, by locking carbon in the soil, biochar helps to mitigate climate change and contribute to a healthier plant. Technically speaking, uh, carbon uh, is locked in the biochar in a stable form for centuries, preventing it from re-entering the atmosphere as CO2. This makes it as a powerful tool for combating climate change. Next slide, please. Let me know if I'm going too fast and I can make it slower. Now we will discuss the key items for a sustainable biochar production. To ensure biochar production is sustainable, we focus on three key areas. Number one, feedstock selection, prioritizing the use of readily available agricultural residues and organic waste as feedstock for biochar production ensures a sustainable source of raw material. This means if we cut down trees, like in making charcoal, it defeats the purpose of sustainability. So we prioritize using agricultural waste, which I mentioned in the earlier slides, coconut husk, rice husk, uh, tree branches, I mean, uh, algae, and other forms of agricultural waste, such as rice stalks, sugarcane stalks, etc. The second is energy efficiency. Implementing energy recovery systems during biochar production ensures uh, utilizing the heat generated by pyrolysis. Um, some of the examples that you can see are waste heat used for cooking. Uh, you can see this in one of the articles at wastefree23.org, and also for heating water. This reduces our reliance on fossil fuels. And lastly, uh, minimizing emissions during the production process and ensuring that the entire process is eco-friendly and crucial for a sustainable biochar industry. Next slide, please. Biochar in action. Let's look at biochar in action. If you have monitored the internet for certain articles, or if you have done advanced research, uh, especially, and I mean, most commonly in the social media, in the biochar groups, you can see its practical and actual implementation. Number one, global examples. From restoring degraded lands in Africa to improving soil health, in the Americas, biochar is being used effectively in various parts of the world. And it has been applied to reduce nutrient runoff and improve crop yields. Now, we talk about the impact metrics. Numerous studies have demonstrated the positive impacts of biochar, including increased soil fertility, reducing greenhouse emissions, and improved water retention. One study showed that crop productivity increased by 20 to 40% in some regions, with measurable reductions in greenhouse gas emissions. And as discussed, there are a lot of visual evidence for the before and after images that clearly show the transformative effects of biochar on soil health, highlighting its potential to revitalize the degrading landscape. And a lot of this also you can see in the internet at wastefree23.org, and of course in social media. Next slide, please. Here is an example of a case study, revolutionizing biochar cocoa farming in Ghana. You can see in the pictures that biochar boosts soil health, not only in paper, but this is an actual case study, boosting soil health, cocoa yields, and farmer incomes. Therefore, creating more jobs. Usually, this type of projects start small, and then they gradually upscale as the need arises, therefore generating more jobs and greater incomes. Second, the cocoa waste they turn the cocoa waste into sustainable biochar. It enhances soil pH, water retention, and nutrients. Benefits 500 plus farmers with better yields, supports carbon sequestration, and extra income. Again, this is just one case study. We can show you more case studies, but for uh, setting an example, we just showed one. Next slide, please. Excuse me. Now let's discuss the future of biochar. As Sidor mentioned, uh, biochar is promising, and in terms of sustainability, biochar offers a sustainable solution to address the challenges of waste management, especially in areas where waste management is non-existent, contributing to a healthier planet. In terms of innovation, uh, wastefree23.org uh, is one of the leaders in innovation, and we continuously conduct R&D. Excuse me, Sidur, can you mute? There's an echo. Sorry. Wastefree23.org continues to innovate by continually conduct R&D for different types of waste, thereby reducing waste going to landfills and generate greenhouse gases. And technologies from our R&D will unlock further benefits and enhance its impact on sustainable agriculture. And third, we continuously collaborate with researchers, policymakers, and practitioners, and it is essential to accelerate the adoption and implementation of not only biochar practices, but other types of waste as well. Next slide, please. In conclusion, biochar offers tremendous potential not only for improving soil health and waste management, but also as a key tool for addressing climate change. The key takeaways is that biochar is a valuable resource that can transform waste management and improve soil health. And this is a call to action, and please join us in promoting biochar practices and contributing to a more sustainable future. As discussed with our team, we will be having another season of our webinars, so please stay tuned. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to your questions and insights.
Well, thank you so much, Jesse, for that incredibly insightful presentation. I think I can speak for everyone when I say that your knowledge and your passion for biochar have given us a lot to think about and, of course, act upon. Now, before we conclude, let's open the floor for discussions and questions. Uh, so, if anyone wants to speak, please raise your hand. We don't even have any questions on the chat box today. So please feel free to raise your virtual hand or type in your question in the chat box, and I'll call on you one by one. Yes, these notes will be shared in the WhatsApp group, the WSP23 Learning Hub. If you are not on the group, please send a text right now. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, there are time. So if you want to get introduced and introduce yourself, that will be great. As all of us are working towards sustainability and interested in it, I think it's good for us to build a community and large network so we can help each other with knowledge and training resources. Yes, the certificates on the webinar, of course. Yeah, please send me a text. If you're on the group, which I'm sure you are, send me a text and I'll send you your certificate of the webinar. Thank you. Okay, so can I call anyone to introduce yourself and tell us why you're here? Yes, send me a text on WhatsApp. If you don't have my number, let me just type in. I've sent you my WhatsApp number. You can just send me a text on it. Okay, so can I call on Asia, Khalid, or Ashlina? Can you please unmute yourself and introduce yourself and tell us a little about why you're here? What brings you here?
Also, as a side note, if you uh, if you think I went too fast on the presentation, we will gladly go back so that every one of us can catch up.
Okay, so Mr. Lusale just sent a text. I am Opera Papa Shame Lusale. I hold BSc in Environmental Science and Diploma in Environmental Management, and I am environmental activist. I'm in this group to learn more about sustainable management through different ways of waste management. Okay, great. This is what we are here to do, to educate you, and more importantly, to inspire you more enough so that you can act on your own or act with our help. You can start Fly, you can start plastics recycling, you can start what we have discussed here today, biochar, and you can reduce waste by it. You can create jobs, you can create a business, you can create an income. This is uh, right in front of us, the waste, and you can just use it to make some change right in your ground. So I don't think there are any more questions. So I want to thank you all for your engagement today, for being here with us. And this marks the conclusion of the first season of the WSP23 webinar series. And we'll have um, another season of WSP23 webinar, and hopefully that will happen soon. And more hopefully, we'll have many more participants with us. So I hope this series has inspired you to take the bold steps toward waste-free living and sustainable practices. If you'd like to revisit any of the sessions, you can find the recordings on our YouTube channel. I have sent you the link, so go into that YouTube channel and you can find the recordings of all of these webinar series there. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on our future events. And also, as a side note, please, if you haven't yet joined our Facebook group, which provides more update than anything else. So please join that. It's going to Facebook and you can search for OS3 in 23 and you can find our group there. So on behalf of the OS3 23 team, thank you once again for joining us today and throughout the whole series. I see many of the uh, very known faces here today. And thank you once again for joining. And let's continue working together toward a Western future. Stay safe, stay inspired, and stay connected. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. See you again soon.